Hey kids, this is Ivan. How you doing? I had a crappy day at work. I'm not going to bore you with the details. I got some friends I could tell that to, but man, not my best day. Anyhow, I wanted to make a quick video and talk about another favorite book of mine. It's a novella, really, little story, and maybe a little bit takeaway, like how it relates to gaming a little bit. But I just really dig this story. Um, you can't really see the title. It's Enemy Mine. This is better than the movie. 1985 movie, not so great. This is actually mailed to my house, my dad's house. We don't live there anymore, so if you can read the address, you won't find me there. But Enemy Mine, this came out September 1979. I got it delivered to my house, probably got it the month before. So I read this when I was 11 years old. Great story. One of my favorites. And I think it won some kind of prize at that point. But this is back when it was Isaac Asimov's science fiction magazine. Not even science fiction and fantasy, just science fiction. And the story is Willis. I guess the guy's name is protagonist is Willis Davidge. That's a human protagonist. He's involved. Earth is involved in this war with these creatures called the Dracs, which they look like this. They don't look like that weird thing they made in the movie. And these two shoot each other down, and now they're stuck on this planet, all by their lonesomes. And they realize that it's to their advantage, even though they're sworn enemies, to join forces in order to survive, because the place is a little bit inhospitable. And over time, they develop a relationship and a friendship, and they come to find out that they're more similar than they are different, and they also develop an appreciation for each other's cultures. And then other stuff happens, and the ending in the book is far superior to the movie. The book is great. I think let's see, who's it by here? If I didn't say that already. Barry B. Longyear, I think, actually put it in another book later on and expanded a little bit, but I hear that it included elements of the movie in it too, so I'm a little bit, I don't know. I'll take the original, if you don't mind. But to me, like, the takeaway for gaming is, let me be honest. I'm not the biggest into personal journeys and, all that kind of stuff, big, deep, thought-provoking stories in gaming, However, you can get to this point where you realize, as an adventurer in a game, that maybe the people that you thought were your sworn enemies, maybe the people, everything that you thought and grew up thinking, maybe that's wrong. Maybe it's not quite quite the way you thought it was, or quite the way you were told. Sometimes you're in a game, it can be really fun to find out that you've been working for the bad guy, or what now in your perspective is the bad guy, because you interface somehow with your enemy and realize, well, maybe that I had it backwards. You learn some new valuable information. New information has come to light. New information, man. As Lebowski, the great Lebowski, would say. But anyhow, that could happen, or it could be a little bit more like this, where all of a sudden you interface with some other culture. However you do it, even if it's in a game where you're a mixed party, where you're mixed races or mixed nations or whatever, or even something like that story with Dark Sun Rising, whatever the heck it is, that trilogy I was talking about, like Gerald Tarrant and Damien Rice, where all of a sudden, you start to realize that, you guys both have a dark side, you both have a good side. Things are not black and white. There's a lot of shades of gray in there, and maybe you have a lot more in common with those people that you were intolerant of than you thought. So at the end of the day, I'm not sure, how much that relates to your gaming. It certainly can be a fun little spin every once in a while. I don't like a game where nothing we're going to do is go on a journey of discovery and emotion and all that sort of stuff. I like to go kill some stuff too and have some fun, have some action. However, little twists like that every once in a while can be really cool. And definitely David came away changed from this encounter, and his life took an entirely different turn. And sometimes your character's life can take an entirely different turn as well. So, what do you think? Like games like that or not? Movie or book? Great book, one of my favorites. Read it when I was 11, read it several times since. I dig this story.